Good afternoon, everyone. This is Henry. As we get into tonight's review, I wanted to spend a little bit of time detailing a trade that we took in the chat room from yesterday into this morning here in TSM. So I always think it's fascinating because I didn't know what kind of report they were going to have. You know, the guidance here, also very important, and I really don't make any kind of speculative assessments of these charts into earnings. But what I will do is start this with what we refer to as a Fireline Roadmap. And that is the idea that these fire lines up here, this red horizontal level, can act as a magnet for price. So I'm seeing that a little bit overhead. I'm seeing a pattern that I think would be a little bit accommodating for that. And I'm seeing that we also have a squeeze in place. So these levels can make us very good targets, and the path into them can be accelerated when you have a squeeze. Now, of course, today's acceleration was driven on the back of that earnings report. But again, this setup begins with that view of the pattern. And then from there, we go over into one of my newest and probably one of my more favored tools here through Spot Gamma. So what I'm going to show you here is looking back in time, because we were looking at this options volume as we were moving into the earnings report. And this is just such a clear example of where there was somebody else that, I won't say that they knew this was going to happen either, but they had the money to express the opinion in a way that affected the options market, in a way where you see this flow alert, which is telling you that the amount of options activity in relationship to the notional value, or the value of the underlying, the volume it trades, is remarkable. Essentially, it's options flow that can do something. So you see that here just a couple of hours before the market closed yesterday, that flow alert hits, and then from there we see the pursuit of calls really driving up that move. From there you can go into Thinkorswim and find some of the contracts that were being traded, but all of that led us to picking up the $100 calls today, and they went from 25 cents. We got out at $2.35, but if you held it into the close, you now have $3 of intrinsic value. So it was a really great trade. It's a setup that I believe is worth your time and worth spending, a little bit to focus on. And just wanted to show you how some of those signals can be really helpful. Now, from that, you want to look at this and say, well, what are we going to be doing into tomorrow? What is the next one that's going to be showing up? And for that, I wanted to bring you applied materials. Now, the setup is very different. AMAT is not so much an earnings trade, but you can see that the flow that they had today was the most bullish that they've had in the past 30 days. And then I take that and say, all right, the options market likes it. Can I come over and do something similar with these Fireline roadmaps? So again, AMAT has much longer into earnings, so it's very different in that respect. But you can see, a monster move today. So I'm not telling you that if you buy it on Friday that you're getting a discount. But what I am saying is that seeing that flow, seeing how the sector is acting, and seeing this Fireline up here about 167, I think that makes for a very good target. So you want to try and work and kind of back and fill through here. And then over the next couple of weeks, I think that makes for a very viable swing trading setup. So I hope you find the review and analysis helpful. You guys have a great rest of your evening, and I hope to see you in the rooms tomorrow. Hey traders, this is Henry with simplertrading.com. I wanted to thank you for watching today's video. I hope you found it helpful. And if so, be sure to click the like and subscribe buttons down below. If you would like to also see me putting these ideas into action and trading my own account live in front of you, be sure to sign up at simplertrading.com, and I hope to see you in the chat room sometime soon.